Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's another attempt at not dying in Season 4. I haven't been doing particularly brilliantly, have I? Been messing about, dying, rushing to challenges. Don't worry too much about that. Ooh, look, what was that? Pink lightning, where did that come from? Well, that's not a Season 4 thing. It's any version of the game you've got thing, as long as you've got the Mammoth update at least. It's this here, look, check that out. Rylok Mark, Lightning and Ether converted to Vitality on Primal Strike. Does a bunch of other things, but I won't worry too much about that. It's Primal Strike stuff we're laughing at here. There you go, Pink Lightning. Can't beat it. So what have I got going on? I've got Pink Lightning on that thing, I've got Bloody Pox, I've got Wendigo Totem, and I've got the Metal Vanish thing, which is a little bit like Shadow Strike. A little bit. I'm sure someone will put me right and explain to me a million and one technical reasons why it's not the same as Shadow Strike, but it's very similar to Shadow Strike. There you go. Good in it.
The Legion is split on two.
I'll track down the Abomination. Okay, so what have I done? Same as always, points in physique. And I started off with the Cultist just because I wanted to use that to clear things out. I've got Wendigo's Mark on that. I don't know how often it goes off, but it's a attack damage converted to health on Bloody Pox. So, you know, get in there. Some of that. Black Death. Probably should have a point in there, but I haven't bothered. Actually, let's put a point in there. You go. Why not? Shaman, and I've got up to there. That's probably a good one. So that thing's vitality damage. You can see from that it's doing physical vitality and bleed. It's not doing lightning. That thing, the lightning from that's getting converted, and the lightning from that's getting converted. That's obviously going to get maxed out for the health. I'll get that maxed out for the resistances. And that is always a good one. That will pretty much mean I haven't got to worry about poison resistance ever. Devotions, what have I actually? I need to put some points in something. What else am I putting points into? That I'll do. Right. I went with him first. I got a point. Good. I went with him first, and then I kind of grabbed this, and there's attack damage converted to health, there's attack damage converted to health. I'll move those points at some point. I hate it when I do that. I was getting that to get over to this. I need some more points. What I'll do is I'll put those 3 in Lion, grab that, take those 3 back, try and get down to this guy. I've got my red, I've got my gold, I just need a few green, 4 more green. Oh god, he's reliable. Don't know whether I'll go with Ghoul or not. And that's pretty much it. So the way you play this is simply turn on Blood of Dree, keep an eye on it. Use the medal skill to rush in. I didn't, but there you go. Let's do that again. Use the medal skill to rush in, put Wendigo down, put Bloody Pox on everything, and then just stand there. And stuff comes up and we'll just die, which is always good. And you can kind of spam this stuff and not worry too much about energy, because it's kind of similar to the way the Vitality Vindicator worked with the Leaf Mane Trophy. Because I wanted to do Primal Strike, and because the only way to do Primal Strike early on, unless you go messing about with that item from Season 4, is to use a two-handed weapon. I'm kind of okay with that, because this thing, it puts a whole bunch of vitality damage onto Wendigo Totem, and it's a decent enough weapon. Plus you can go and farm them and get better ones when you level up, which is always nice, rather than relying on some blue thing. Of course, if I get a decent blue thing, I'll use it. Because what I should do really is a dependable, tanky character and rush through, get to level 100, start getting low car. But I keep having ideas, like I want to do pink lightning, let me do pink lightning. So I do pink lightning. Because it's pretty. I'm friendly with the coven, yay. It's nice, it's kind of a lazy build. You got a bit of melee going on. Because what a lot of people will say is they'll say, oh, you need to use that. I don't know, do I? Attack speed, I'm going to die. Go away. Yeah, don't do that in hardcore. Don't just sit on the devotion screen while it's flashing red. Yeah, I could get that. What's that going to give me though? What's the constellation? 2 red, 3 blue. I could maybe dump. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5. 5 nodes. So I get those 3 back. 3 blue. I might be able to get. How much blue have I got? 6. Do I need blue for rat thingy? No, I don't. Okay, what did I need the blue for? Him. So he needs 6 blue. Oh, right. Okay, so I've got to make sure I've still got 6 blue. I might go for that. I'll mess about in Groom Tools and see what I need to do, because I want this. That might be alright for resistance reduction, although. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, the only downside with this guy is there's no real aura damage. You can't just stand there and you have to do something. Otherwise things don't die. You have to cast bloody pox or attack them. But once you do that, once you've got pox on them, doesn't matter how strong they are, they just walk up and die. It's great. I don't think I've killed the queen either. I'm sure you could break through the... yeah. That's another bit. There you go. Right. Let's go and see if I can find this insect queen, get her out the way. Yeah, if you want to do this build, and I kind of at the moment recommend doing it because of the pink lightning, just because of the pink lightning, it's great. What I did, I got another cat. Well, before I started this character, I had my warlord running around in ultimate. He's the one that I used to do the ultimate level 35 boss kills, Krieg and those 2. Pasquil and Grundleblith. And so he had access, once you kill Krieg, now you don't get into the Forgotten Gods when you kill Krieg, you have to actually complete that quest chain. So you have to have the Warden Krieg quest completed. It's not just a case of killing Krieg. I've realised that I had to go out and do the rest of it. I had to go and do Viloth and all that. But once I had done that, I was able to get an ultimate merit, which is really handy. Now I know Elite and Ultimate are open on Season 4. No matter what, but with the merit it's a bit better because you get the rifts. What am I talking? The rifts. All the rifts are open in normal and elite, and all this stuff's open. I haven't been anywhere yet, and it's all open, which is great. It means you can go around and get shrines. So what I did anyway. Long story short, what I did with the level 35 dude was I went into Morndale or Morn, whatever. Where's it called? Up here somewhere. Lone Watch, yeah, Morndale. Went into Morndale and found the Cinder Wastes Chaos Rift, which is, it can be in several places randomised around here. So you wander around Morndale, find the Cinder Wastes, go into the Cinder Wastes, kill everything in there, and there'll be some, what are they called? Void something, oh, I don't know. They're the things that drop the Rylok Mark. I don't really remember what they're called. It doesn't matter. By the time I edit this video, I'll find them on Grim Tools and I'll stick a picture up or a link to it. I can't remember what the hell they're called. Void something oppressors. Yeah, something like that. And they drop the Rylok Mark. So they drop that thing. The lowest level item you'll get is level 40. They don't drop lower than level 40. So I went in there, I think I was 36, 37, running around, killing these void oppressor things until one of those dropped. I didn't really care what was on it. What's great is it's got a couple of good resistances on it. Pierce and fire. So that's handy. Impervious puts the pierce resistance on it. It's great. And off attack gives you that offensive ability. Sorry, yeah, the offensive ability, which is good. So you've got sigil. Now what I should be doing, I should be using sigil of consumption. But I'm not, because that gets a massive buff. I haven't even thought about that. It's up here. I should be using that because that just gets massively buffed. Maybe instead of this, maybe I can ditch that for now. But then, what? Something I've got something that buffs. Yeah, that. So that buffs Wendigo Totem. That buffs Sigil. What else have I got? Oh, I farmed that. Yeah, just for the attack damage converted to health. It's got the maximum 6%. That was the first pair that dropped. That's really good. That thing, you go into Cinder Wastes, the second part in Cinder Wastes, Luna Valgoth drops a couple of different types of belts, a Necro belt and an Occultist belt, which is perfect. That is perfect for this build because it's converting. So anything, any lightning damage that isn't getting picked up by those specific conversions, what am I talking about? Yeah, anything that's not getting specifically converted on that thing's going to be converting 58%. And I've also got these things that convert 34% elemental. So 58, 34. You could probably get better one of them, and then you get almost 100% of the unconverted lightning damage getting converted to vitality. So you've got stuff like, what's Primal Strike doing? Kind of ignore the physical and the cold and whatever. There's a whole bunch. Look at that, vitality and vitality decay. They're the high numbers on there, and that's pretty good. I kind of like that. Weapon damage is just, yeah. Unless you put weapon damage on that second one, you can actually see what it's doing. So that, yeah, again, the biggest numbers on there, vitality and vitality decay. It's worth mentioning. What you noticed there was kind of a weak version of Bloody Pox going off. That's off that thing there. Locust Gem. 10% chance on attack. It will put like a weak, feeble kind of version of Bloody Pox onto characters. But it's all good because Bloody Pox is an attack. So it's Bloody Pox has got a chance, there's Bloody Pox, to trigger that other thing as well. Look how quickly they die. I'll try it on this boy here, look. So that's Bloody Pox on him. I can put Wendigo Totem. They're all dead anyway. Yeah, so I'll put a totem down there. Bloody Pox. Bit of Primal Strike. Bit more Primal Strike. Yeah. I mean, those ether totems are quite scary. You can have a bad time with them. That was alright. Let's have a quick look. Put all that green stuff. Right, where's this flipping... It gets a bit tedious when you can't find the nest, but... Yeah, Wendigo Mark's 8. That's good. I kind of rushed to Wendigo Mark early on. Yeah. I'm just standing there now, watching them die. Bloody Pox is great. Yeah, what you've got to make sure you do is in the... Where is it? Yeah. Gore. For Bloody Pox, Gore, if you turn Gore, and see, enable jibbing when overkilling enemies. So that's if you crit stuff or whatever, there's a chance for the body to explode. If the body explodes, it disappears. It no longer infects other enemies with Bloody Pox. So turn Gore off, and then the bodies always remain. They don't explode. And when they're dead, they're still infectious. And I've got Corpse Persistence maxed right out, because why wouldn't I? Bodies every flipping where. There's one. Right. See if I can rush over to... Okay. Yeah, and you can pox them through the wall as well. Right, there's Wendigo Totem down. See, what you'll notice when they die, right, the body is still spouting out Bloody Pox for a bit. The same amount of time, and again, the same amount of time it would be doing it if it was alive. Actually, I get prompted to do some ill-advised karaoke here. All of her lovers all talk of the flowers and the notes that they never sent. Isn't she pretty in pink? The traffic is waiting outside. Bang. She hands you your coat. And some words that I can't remember. But isn't she pretty in pink? That'll do. Cheers for watching. Check the Grim tools, do this build, you'll love it. Then you'll die and then you'll hate me.